Hey, everybody. Good evening, or afternoon, or morning, wherever you are. For those of you coming in after the fact, I am Kathy, and this is Northstar Prepsteader channel in West Central Minnesota, USA. So, hi, Sean, Julie, Megan, hello. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. So, is everybody enjoying a day off? Hello, Dawn. Alicia, hi. You guys, awesome. You work today. Oh, well, in the food industry, there's really probably no days off, right? Hey, Love Pug. Hello, how are you? And Eliza, hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome to everybody. Well, here in Minnesota is cool and rainy. I mean, cool as in, well, an hour ago it was 48 degrees. So what is it now? It went up a little bit. So anyway, it's hanging right around 50 degrees. The next couple nights we're supposed to be in the 30s. Oh, Sean, it's almost like we're in your area. Alicia, you got a 9-week-old kitten. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your other one passing away. Yes, kittens will be full of energy. Absolutely. Ah, that's true. Sean, if you're working on a holiday, extra pay. So very, very good. Chilly. Well, you were chilly there too, but yeah, not as chilly as us. Oh, hey, Patty. Hi. Judy, hello. It was supposed to rain, but then you trimmed your peach tree. Oh, oriental moth damage. Yikes. We had a lot of bugs this year. It seemed to be, I don't know, it's getting worse every year, but maybe not. Maybe it's just that we're more aware of it, right? You're at 60 now, the lower 30s every morning. Okay. So you probably have been getting a little touch of frost, maybe? Not quite. Hey, Drops family. Hello. Michelle, hi. So good to see everybody. So, Judy, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. This might be a little bit shorter tonight. I had kind of exhausting weekend. So, upper 80s. Wow. Nice near 60, waiting for a big windstorm. So I know California is dealing with the fires, and winds are going to be starting to pick up. 1 day of light frost so far. Oh, that's not bad. Beans in the bad weather. Yep. Yep. Oh, that's so great. Well, we are our 10 days. Well, the next 3 days are going to be highs in the 50s and lows in the 30s, upper 30s, and then then the rest of the 10 days it's only in the 60s and 40s. So certainly not really good gardening weather. We've got a lot of stuff. I don't expect anything more to be growing out there. I think it's just we're kind of in just that ripening stage. You know, just whatever's there is going to just finish up ripening. Alicia, it was humid. Just wish the fall air would stay. We're early, and so that's why I wanted to find out if anybody else around the country, around the continent or whatever, if you feel like your weather is a little earlier than what it should be. Hey, Matt and Sarah, how are you doing? Oh, yeah, it is hard to type on tablets and phones. I totally get you. I only do lives on my laptop. I've done only a couple on my phone where I've chimed in, and it is so hard. I can't tag anybody. It's just like almost useless. So I hear you. This morning was exciting. Wind gusts from 55 and fires across the road. Oh my goodness. Where are you again, Drops? Oh my goodness, that's not good. Okay, we'll go Sean. The Kenai Peninsula, that's kind of it's an interesting area for what you get there. I mean, it's protected to a degree, and yet you're wide open for all kinds of stuff. So, okay, yeah, you're right, Megan. Going green, mom. It's like, oh, Dave, you got robbed. Oh, I was like, a bell pepper. Somebody took your bell pepper. That's your notification bell. Thank you for being here. You're kind of getting used to these nights now, huh? Monday night. Oh yeah, it's Kathy's time. Happy Labor Day to everybody here too. Yes. Um, wow. Yeah, the winds are picking up. The nights are cooling a bit, but the days are roasting. A 6-hour long storm. Wow. Oh, and sunflowers are strong too. Wow. I harvested my sunflowers this last week. So, because the heads are so big and heavy, and most of them the seeds were already turning black, so, or dark gray, whatever you want to say. And there were, there was only one that was still kind of light colored, but Luke and my gardener said that those will, if you hang them to dry, they will, they'll ripen, I guess you could say. As so, oh, Julie, you're doing it. You're doing it on the phone. Notifications are wonky. Oh yeah, I hear you. So, you're lucky you understand me too. Okay. Oh wow. Yeah, there's some strong wind because I know my sunflowers. The stems were a good 1.5 inches in diameter. It's like you can hardly knock them over. Um, yeah, so I had 10 sunflowers that I grew in my little itty bitty skinny north beds, and some of those heads are seriously this huge. Well, they're like a dinner plate at least, if not maybe probably 14 inches in diameter. So, yes. Uh, Patty tape to a pole. That would be a good idea. Um, yeah, so I'm really excited. I haven't grown sunflowers before, so that was another new one in my garden this year. And well, maybe I did like one or two of them like 25 years ago, but I don't remember ever really harvesting from it, so I don't know how it did. But well, thank you so much for JIT preparedness for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Hello to you too. Do I have, oh, Sean's asking, do I have a hoodie yet? Yes, I do have a hoodie, and this is my Northstar Prepsteader hoodie because it's cold out. I'm debating on whether or not to turn on the furnace tonight, so we're at that stage, when it dips down to 40 or 38 degrees or whatever, it's like, time to turn the heat on. But I'm hoping that the house is going to stay warm enough that I don't have to worry about that. It is huge, Michelle. They are really, thank you, Dave. They are big. And I've got them, yes, I did take pictures and I took videos and everything. And so guys, I spent this weekend, as you know, my mom's been going through some health stuff and everything. Saturday morning, she had a stroke. And so she's been down in Minneapolis, the hospital, and I spent the last couple of days taking care of my dad and trying to get things going there, helping out as much as I can there. And because now we're not only just caregiving there, it's like in both places now. So a lot of dynamics going on. And I brought all my stuff to edit videos, and there just wasn't an opportunity. So really, really trying to get to it, but with everything going on, I also need my rest, which is really important. And so, oh, you guys, thank you so much. There are texts coming in from my family, so I'm hoping that, anyway, yeah, there is so much going on with my brother going through chemo for stage 4 liver cancer, and my mom had a stroke, and my mom and dad are 90, which is just a blessing that they're both still even here at this point. But oh, thank you, Matt and Sarah. I know that you know how important that is. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. So I'm not going to be on real long tonight, but I really wasn't even prepared. I didn't even know exactly what I was going to talk about, but it's like, well, fall is, it's on my way home here. The trees are changing. There was one maple that was half red already, and it's September 7th. It's early. There's most of the soybean fields are all golden already. The corn is all turning. Things are really changing quickly. And then the temperatures are like crazy. So, hey, Debbie, Carmi, hello. Let's see if I missed anybody else. Oh, Cheryl Callahan, hi. Oh, thank you. I'm from Massachusetts. Thank you so much. What else do we have here? Oh, thank you, Debbie. I like this blue. It's just kind of one of my colors. Thank you, Judy. I appreciate your prayers. Yeah, it's been challenging. So, yeah, right after church yesterday, I headed right to my parents. So, the fall, September 1st was meteorological fall. Oh, I have not heard that. Is that kind of when they start looking at it in a fall type of perspective then, in that way? There's, I did put a link below in the description for a site that I've been following actually for a few years, and they are generally pretty close and everything. It's the NOAA, which is the National Oceanographic and Aeronautic Association, I think is what it stands for. Anyway, it's their Climate Prediction Center, and they do a full year out, and they go by 3-month segments, kind of where they see the weather, predictions and forecasts and everything for, it's mostly for North America. Well, no, just the United States, I guess, because it covers the continental United States and then Alaska. It doesn't have Hawaii in here, because Hawaii is pretty much stable around the thing. But oh, Will, okay, you changed your name. Oh, well, thanks, Will. I appreciate that. Someone said squirrels really winter. Oh, interesting. Another border, New Hampshire. Okay. East Coast is going to freeze this winter. Going to be above normal on the West Coast this year. Yeah. There's, and they're saying that right now, at least here, that we are supposed to be above normal. And it's like, I'm sorry, but we're about 20 degrees below normal right now. Labor Day is typically hot and everything, and we're at, like I said, right around 50 degrees. It was 48 when I got home, and so I don't know. Things are shifting with the storm coming through and everything, but that's chilly. It's chilly, and we always freeze too. Yeah, we do always freeze. But one thing that they're saying is that there's a La Nina this year. Now, when we have, and that has to do with the systems coming off of South America, kind of around near Ecuador, in that area around the equator, and the temperatures of the ocean currents dictate what our weather is in our country. So as they come up, now an El Nino, which is like little boy, and then La Nina is little girl. It's just what they call it from there. But anyway, an El Nino typically brings a lot of moisture to the southwest of the United States, so Southern California, Arizona, right in there. And then a bunch of other stuff happens, and it. So I'm not sure how it affects all 48 states, but this year is a La Nina, and so what that does, I think that starts out with a colder temperature down near Ecuador. So they said it can drop anywhere from 5 to 9 degrees Fahrenheit in temperature, which is significant when you're dealing with ocean currents and everything, when you have a drop like that. And what that's going to do is it kind of goes up to the northern part of the states. And so anyway, what it is for me in the far north here, we get below normal temperatures and above normal precipitation. So it's going to be a cold, snow-filled winter. So it's just like, oh, okay, get prepared, get, different things. So no, it's not. This is stuff that's normal cycles and everything. It's been going on for centuries. So anyway, I think the fishermen off of Ecuador kind of named these kind of things. So, hey, love my dirt. Hello, 41 in Ontario. Wow. Yes, that's you love snow. Oh, hey, Michael, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. I know that's what the NOAA is saying, and usually it's so for right now we're pretty warm. It says for the states, but once we get to like September, October, November, no, what is it? That's right now. November, December, January period. It starts bringing some cool weather across Montana, the Dakotas, and Minnesota. Then December, January, February is when things really change. And that's, it looks like there are probably about 12 to 15 states that are affected where it starts cooling off. And then by March and April, yeah. So anyway, next spring, it's going to be cold. Hey, Tiffany Taylor. Hello. Thank you for coming. Oh, Matt, I could see you say it. Yeah, bring it on. We're Minnesotans, It's like, give us your best. Yeah, there's that too, drops. But, oh, they call it NOAA? Okay. NOAA. I know it makes sense. I just was always NOAA, but NOAA. Okay. And they're part of the National Weather Service too. So anyway, it gives the temperature predictions. It gives the precipitation predictions. So feel free to check it out. And it's generally been fairly accurate. So we'll see. But anyway, another thing with the La Nina that comes through is it makes like Southern California, the Southwest states, makes them warmer and drier, and so there'd be continued drought there. But it also, because of the coolness on the West Coast, it reduces the wind shear from what's coming in the Atlantic, so there's an increase in hurricanes in the Atlantic. And so there's another channel called the AccuWeather that they're indicating, I think there's been other words too. It's like the Atlantic hurricane season forecast. And let me see if I can get you guys that link. Okay. Yes, David has been bad already. So, oh, bye, Patty. Thank you for coming. Temps are dropping within the next 12 hours. Yes, people don't know how to drive in the snow. Lincoln. Oh, yeah. I'm hoping, Michelle, that some moisture can come through and help you guys out. I really do. So the forecast for the Atlantic hurricane season is 20 to 24 named storms, 9 to 11 hurricanes, 4 to 6 major hurricanes, and the impact on the U.S. is 6 to 9 or 6 to 10 of them. So we just gotta pray. Yeah, it's going to be quite the impact there. So so there's some other information if you want to find out more about La Nina. There's a wiki. I know, Julie. Oh, you haven't been getting the sun that everything needs. Is anything ripening at least? It might not be growing again, but is it ripening? Yes, it's kind of wild all over. So, tropical tidbits. Okay, well, thank you. Oh, healthy wood ash. Yeah, if it accumulates a lot, just like sweep it up or rake it up and incorporate it into your soil. There you go. Oh, good. Getting some ripening. Well, I have been harvesting like crazy. If anybody follows my Instagram, you saw some of my pictures on there. I did a harvest Thursday, I think, Thursday or Friday, and I pulled out another probably at least 20 pounds of tomatoes of just my little beds, my little itty bitty beds, and a whole bunch of, I don't know, maybe 70 or 80 more peppers between my banana peppers and my purple murasaki peppers. You don't want to eat that one though. Oh, not that manna. And harvested my sunflower heads. And what I'm going to do is, I don't know if my little mini greenhouse here, I'm going to empty the shelves, but I'm going to hang the heads from these shelves and let them dry for a couple months before I actually take the seeds out and everything. Unless some of the seeds are already falling out, but some of the heads just need to dry up. So I can easily do that, hang them from there. I left probably maybe 8 inches of stem or something, 5 to 8 inches, depending on how bent and curly they were. And so I'm going to hang them there until I can get to them because I have so much else that I'm harvesting. One of the things that I've told you guys to do is to keep track of what you're doing. And this is actually part of my prep and garden tip thing kind of combined, is to keep track of what you're doing. So for this year, I wrote down everything that I planted and, like how many plants I had in there. And I did this once everything was established, so it doesn't include plants that didn't make it or anything like that. This is what's actually in there growing. And then on the other side, I started keeping track of when I harvested and then how much I canned, the different amounts of plants and what it was in there. So I so far have, I haven't added this up yet. 2, 3, 30, about 100, almost 140 jars so far of food, which is a fair amount just for my little thing. And I have not yet harvested the squash, the onions. I've only done half the carrots, so I've got a lot yet to harvest a whole bunch. But I got to show you what this is. Isn't that cute? I mean, you can. So it's really meant to be more of a boost type of thing, but I thought this was kind of play on words. So I did not catch the meteorites. I'm not sure when they were. Did I get any sleep? Or are you asking me, Michelle, or someone else? Oh, thanks. Thanks, Drops. Yes, I try to use it for different things. And so once those are dry, then I can maybe do some like winter, put lettuce in there or something and get the lights going and get some little winter things going. So, Tiffany, that's a great, great start. So you need to can beans now. Green beans, they're just coming. Well, I know pole beans are a little bit later, so are the green pole beans. Pulled some beads. Okay, great. Yep, slow and steady, absolutely. So just do what you can. Yeah, and you're able to do that. What can I grow in the winter indoors? I have actually not done it yet, but I figure I can at least, if I have the lights set up in my little mini greenhouse, I can at least have a tray of like lettuce, probably some spinach or something like that too. It's not going to be as probably prolonged as it would be out in the garden, of course, during the summer or anything like that. But oh, me with all I do. Yes, I did kind of sleep last night. My dad was up in the middle of the night, so trying to take care of all that. But otherwise, yeah, it gets kind of dicey when I around here, and it's one of the reasons that I'm so behind on my videos because I just had to make a choice of sleep or videos with all this going on. So, gourmet baby lettuce grows fast. Okay. Yep, succession planning, that'd be so great. Yeah, oh, sprouting, that's a good option, yes. And see, I have multiple shelves there, and that's where, I started. This is hard. I started all my starts, and those are my starting trays. They're all cleaned up and just stored in there right now. But I could easily get my lights going in there again and just get some things that would take a little bit cooler temps because I keep the house at about 67 or so. And so in the middle of winter, if it's a little chilly in here, I want to make sure it can grow. Cherry tomatoes, gourmet lettuce, carrots, bunting onions, radishes, and celery. Okay. Some of those you would need to have enough, a deep enough pot as well as enough height for like the tomatoes to be able to grow too. But those are so great. Thanks, Megan. Grow microgreens during the winter to add to salads. Okay. Thanks, Cheryl. Weather checks, Germany, salads, countries. Oh, yeah, and that doesn't even include work. I've got 2 websites that I'm building right now too, and plus other stuff. So I've got to make sure to get some work done so I can get paid. So that's going to fit in there. But yeah, it's definitely a time of or a matter of time management, and I've got to really. I've been trying to work on that, working on that really well. So one of the other things I'm going to grow this winter, I've shown this to you guys before, my new herbs. I'm going to start them early to give them a really good chance to establish well and kind of get them going so that they're not just like itty bitty wee things when I put them outside. But you guys want to see my newest book that I got? I do need a vacation. I haven't had one for a long time. Yes, okay. Do they need to be under a specific light? I mean, would I have to have them in there, or could they be in a pot, like in another room or something? would be very cool. Very, very cool. You do, okay. I finally got this fall book. So I've got the newest one, but this one is, I believe, 2009. I think, no, 2006. So I finally got this one. You can see I've already been through it and tabbing out some things. So, yay! I should be set for books, right, for recipes. So I don't think I need anything more. But I know. It's like I had actually asked for this for Christmas probably about 3 years ago, and bless her heart, the person who gave it to me said, "Oh, I'll get you the really new one." So I didn't get this one; I got the newest one, but this was the one I really wanted. But it's okay. It's okay. Whoops, knocking around here. So it's all good. It's all good. All right, I have something else here. Okay, some of the places they're talking about the earliest measurable snow for these areas, and one of them was for our area, Minneapolis, St. Paul, was in 1985. So September 24th was the earliest snow. I was not here at that time. Was I 85? No, it was 95. I came back. So September 24th. Now in Denver, September 3rd. Billings, Montana, September 7th. Michigan, September 13th. So anyway, definitely lots of September things. So you grow your herbs in a 5-tier planter with a couple of 50-watt LED full spectrum growers. Okay. All right. Oh, thanks, Eliza. Hey, Thrifty VT, how are you doing? I wish where I'm at in Texas got snow. Oh. You know, as we get older, there are a number of people who do the north in the summer and the south in the winter. And I know it's an expense issue, but really, if you need that change of seasons and the different climates there, that's always an option. Well, not always an option, but I know. Surviving the stupid year. Oh no, has it gotten bad out there? Oh, I'm so sorry. Alicia, that's very sweet. Snowbirds, yes, snowbirds. Absolutely. New Hampshire in the summer, Florida in the winter. There you go, Dave. Keep it on the East Coast. Hey, Sean, yes, you do. Because your summer is so wonderful. Be careful about too many grow lights because they can really up your electric bill. Use solar and wind to power them. Okay, nice. Very, very nice. Would a west window work for indoors at all? Sunlight in the kitchen, but you don't really have space for pots. Yeah. Let me see what else I had here. Storms, La Niñas, earliest first snow. All right. So, yes, with my book, keep track of this. This year I didn't do it. Last year I did when I was keeping track of what I was harvesting. This year I'm just keeping track of what I planted and what I'm canning. I will probably include, like, if I have a quart of dehydrated, onions or something like that, or carrots or whatever, I would maybe dehydrate. So I'll include that in here too. But last year I actually recorded like all of my my amounts, my weights. I weighed everything that came out of the garden because I kind of wanted to figure out like how much is one bed producing. I mean, you can get the results for what you can, but there's also an element of, um, you know, this produce you give away. And so it's like, it doesn't, that doesn't reflect on what you actually can. So, and I gave a bag away last week, so of a variety of things. So squash and onions and tomatoes and all that kind of stuff. But hey, Henry's honey. So you're working so much finance your gardening addiction. Oh, that's awesome. That is great. Um, yeah, do we need just some gardener intervention? That'd be funny. So yeah, I mean, it's like if you have a little kitchen scale or something, just kind of weigh what you've got coming in. If that's something that you want to track, and I wouldn't say that you'd have to do that every year. Just whatever garden space you have. And mine is pretty established. I really don't want to grow more than or use more space than what I have because it produces plenty for me. And with everything I have going on, I really can't handle more than the space that I have. It's a lot for me to do with everything else. So, um, some new hand warmers. There you go. Uh, hey, SH Mommy, how are you doing? It's been a while since I've seen you. I hope things are okay. Oh, Stephanie, right? Steph. And drop says funny. That's funny. But yeah, so you know, if you find that it's like, okay, these you planted 30 tomato plants and it gave you 100 pounds of tomatoes, and you found that okay, it gave you so many jars of tomato sauce, so much salsa, so much whatever you're making out of it, but it only lasted your family 6 months or something, then you kind of can get an idea of how much you need to produce, you know, for the year or whatever length of time you need. And so anyway, that kind of helps a little bit. You just an idea out there. It doesn't mean that you have to do this. It's just something that might be helpful for you in that way. So there you go, Dave. Just like John at Heirloom Permaculture, he's like the spreadsheet king out there. But that's a great idea, doing spreadsheets and being able to do that. And because last year I figured out when I weighed everything and took care of it all, I figured out it was like $1,045 worth of food that I produced in my beds that were about 125 square feet. So it doesn't mean you need like half an acre of land to be able to make a difference in your food. Um, that, it looks like I have a big garden, but I mean, what is it? It's 25 by, let me see. So yeah, I have a space. It's probably around 700 square feet in the whole garden, but I have all the rows in between and the different things, and so it comes down to not as much actual garden space, but in those beds, I make use of every single inch in there, and so I'm doing that. That's very true, Dave. $1,000 for the food, it's no joke. I mean, that's thank you guys, and that's all organic food, organic, homegrown, everything that I know. So, watched a guy from the UK grow 235 pounds of potatoes in less than 200 square feet, all in containers. That's a lot of potatoes. Yep. Thanks, Julie. No dirt unturned. It's all taken care of. So, well, even if you don't do the whole garden, maybe try just one. just one thing, like just potatoes or cucumbers or tomatoes or something. If that's something that you want to do. I mean, it's not something you have to do, but it's just interesting in how we can figure out what that space is going to do for you. And it can also help you plan your garden a little bit better if you need to, you know, change it up and do other things with it to be able to get more produce out of the right area. So I don't know, just some ideas. You've been getting so much zucchini, you've been dehydrating it for chips. Very good, very good. I dehydrated a lot of zucchini last year. I didn't grow it. Well, I did try to grow it, but it didn't. It died real quickly in a container. But I had just bought some and started dehydrating them just to have them on the stores. So I've got probably a half gallon of dehydrated zucchini. I think I've got about a gallon of dehydrated sweet potatoes. Just different things. I've got dehydrated carrots and celery, and I've got other things there that are set aside. And so I've got the dehydrated stuff that can be a little bit longer term, like 5 to 10 years in there. Then I've got my freeze-dried foods that are up to 25 years length of time. And then, of course, the canned goods, which are, I figure, anywhere from like 1 to 5 years in there. And then for those of you who are kind of new, I consider that my midterm preparedness and prepping food. And then whatever's in my refrigerator and freezer, those are short term. So you ditched the greenhouse cabin this year. No pressure treated wood. Okay. 20 quarts of pasta sauce? Oh, that's awesome. That is so great. I had a lot of spaghetti sauce, or tomato sauce, I should say, because I just make one general sauce. I still have about 30 quarts left from last year, so I don't need to make that this year. But I'm done with salsa. I've made 26 jars. Yeah, that was 26 jars of salsa. I'll be set for salsa for a long time. So now the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to make some tomato juice, and then I'm going to dehydrate the tomatoes too. So, I need to make some diced tomatoes. I'm a little bit short on that. So I'm going to be working on that. So it is very, very good to see you too. I missed it. I think it's Steph. So good to see you. Your next thing for next year is going to be trying to plant all the licorice flavored stuff to save your brassicas. Awesome. Well, you guys, we went through a lot of things this summer on things that you can grow, and I really, really loved our subject last week on how to be able to intergrow crops and herbs in with other things that can help repel that. You guys, this is so funny. This has happened probably 5 or 6 times this summer. As I would do an herb and talk about it, there would be another big channel that would come out like 1 to 2 days later with almost the same subject matter. It was like I was kind of leading the pack in a way. But last week we were talking about different insects in the plants that we can grow in there that will prevent all these and everything. And you guys are just like soaking it up. I'm so grateful for that. But then that was Monday, and I think it was Sunday this last week, and I don't remember if it was like Wednesday or Thursday, but Luke at Emmett Gardner had a video on the exact same thing. And it was just like, so I'm not trying, I don't know what they're putting out, so I'm not like preempting them or anything, but it's really neat to be kind of affirmed by these big channels that, okay, I'm stepping out and talking about all these things, and then they're coming behind and going, this is what you need to do. So it's like, yes, okay, I'm on the right track anyway. So, Eliza, you shared a gallon bucket with a neighbor because you're going to be gone. Yeah. A 5-gallon bucket. Okay. Yeah, that is a lot. Tomatillos. Okay. Salsa verde. Excellent. Hey, Patriot Garden. Hello. Good evening to you. Yes, I bet they did love that. But that was great. Experimenting with different flavored zucchini chips, spicy, garlic, onion, and barbecue. Ooh, that sounds really, really good. So seasoning them all up and then dehydrating them. That's awesome. That's so great. That is wonderful. I don't know if there's anything else. All right. So, well, first of all, I want to thank all my mods. Thank you guys so much. Really, really appreciate you being here and all the work that you do to help out. Let's see, the 7th. Today is my grandson's birthday. It is 14. Oh, my goodness. Crazy. I thank you guys for all your prayers for my mom and my brother, especially. Really, really appreciate that. And oh, no worries, Alicia. Appreciate that. You're right, Drops. Absolutely. Thank you. Oh, it is a great refresher course. I love catching everybody else and finding all this stuff out. So these seeds for northern growers come from Fruition Seeds. And let me see if I can give you a link here. There you go. So check them out if you're in the northern part of the States or Canada or something. These are just my herbs, but they have a lot of other things too. So, oh, thank you, Alicia. We should do seed companies as we near the next season. Thank you for that idea. I appreciate that. I will write that down. That's a good point. Yeah, so I think everybody really, really liked the herbs, my herb series and everything. I mean, it kind of locked us into doing different things, but it's so full and it's so, I think it's a timely thing that we really needed to really kind of know these things. So I'm hoping that it helped. So guys, I'm going to cut out a little early here tonight and, oh, thank you. You're welcome. Northstar Prepsteader. Oh, I already have North Shore Preparedness getting confused with Northstar Prepsteader. I don't need a Northstar Pretender in there mucking up everything. That would be just like, oh, Broussard's already get like, blurry-eyed from confusing us. So, hey, Mary's Vegetable Garden, hello. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm pretty wiped out from the last couple days. But for those of you who came in later, my mom had a stroke on Saturday. And so she's in the hospital in Minneapolis right now. And oh, kids are waving. Hi, kids. Eli, hello. Good night. Good night. So anyway, it's been a little crazy. But I'm going to try to get the videos out to you as soon as I can. So God bless you guys too. Just take care and always have hope. All right. Bye-bye. Stay warm this week too.